Welcome back to another one of my taste test videos. Today I drove all the way out to Hauula to go to Papa Oles to try their famous Pjo ribs. Look at that. Alright, so Papa Oles is all the way out in Hauula, which is like a really long drive for me. It's like maybe about an hour and 30 minutes away. And for the mainland people who said, hour 30 minutes isn't that much, I can probably drive around the entire island in 2.5 hours. So that's kind of a far drive for me. Anyway, I had always wanted to go to Papa Oles because I had heard so many good things about their food. But I had always been putting it off because of the long drive. Well, I heard online that they were going to be closing on December 31st. So I started to panic and I was like, I better go try them out before they close. Anyway, when I went today though, I spoke to the lady and she said that they had renewed their lease for another year. So that's great news. So if you have never been there, you should really get down there next year. They will be in business until at least the end of 2025, which is great news. Anyway, they are known for their Pjo Short Ribs, which is what I got. And I also got their Calby mini plate as well. Everything looks so good. Alright, so I'm going to start off with their Pjo Short Ribs because this is what they're known for. Look at the cut of meat. This is like huge. It's so thick and they've cooked it medium well. It looks really good. Anyway, Papa Oles makes their food to order, and so it does kind of, besides the long drive, it does take kind of a while to get your food. I waited for about an hour for my food, but I heard that it's really worth it. Anyway, this is their famous Pjo Short Ribs. Anyway, let me try it. And forgive me, I'm using my hand because you gotta eat ribs with your hands. Anyway, let me try it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I don't know if you see the char on the outside, which I'm sure you can. That char just gives it a great flavor. It really tastes like homemade barbecue. It's so good. It's like smoky flavor because of that char. It's nice. The meat is so nice and tender. It's a great cut of meat. Look how thick it is. This is so good. Man, that meat is so flavorful. I don't know what they marinated in, but it's so good. And then, like I said, that char on the outside, it just kicks it up like to a different level. Oh my goodness, that is just really delicious. I think it's worth the hour wait. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna try is their Calby. I mean, it's pretty much the same cut. It looks like it's the same short ribs as their Pjo Short Ribs, but I'm sure it has more of that Calby marinade to it. It looks really good. But you see this char? That's what makes it amazing. Alright, let me try this. Oh my god, look at that. It is so tasty. Okay, first of all, I just have to say, that meat is like the short ribs are super thick. Which you never see this kind of thick short ribs from other places. That's amazing. The second thing is that they cooked it really well. As you can see, the inside is like medium well. That's perfect. And the outside is charred. It gives it such a great flavor. And this one, very similar to the Pjo ribs, has that really nice smoky flavor to it from the outside grilling. This is so good. But this one has the addition of the Calby marinade, which, oh my goodness, just gives it another dimension. It's so good. And the meat on this one seems to be a little bit more soft than the meat in the Pjo ribs. Don't get me wrong, the Pjo ribs are very soft. but the Calby ribs have like an extra softness to it, and I'm not sure if it's because of the marinade, that it's been sitting in the marinade, so it's, you know, a little bit on the softer side, but it's so good. So at first I was like, the mini plate only has 3 ribs. I couldn't believe it, but look at the size. It may be 3 ribs, but that's a lot of meat. So actually it's a lot bigger than you think. This is really good. Oh my goodness. The ribs at Papa Ole's are incredible. They are so thick and juicy. They have so much flavor, and that char just gives them such a smoky flavor. It is so good. So worth the drive out to Hauula. Now, Papa Ole's is not open on Tuesday and Wednesday. They are open all other days, and they only take cash. So please be reminded, and please go take some cash with you when you go. But they will be open through 2025. So if you haven't been there, you should really check them out. Anyway, like I said, if you are on the island of Oahu and you don't mind driving all the way out to Hauula, you should really give Papa Ole's a try, because they have really good food. Not only do they have plate lunches, but they also have breakfast items as well. I have to go back and I have to try their breakfast items. I wanted to try their famous peanut butter rolls, but they didn't have any today. So I'm gonna have to go back in 2025 to try breakfast and peanut butter rolls. Anyway, I'm gonna do a review of that. But anyway, go check them out. Go support them. Support our local businesses. Thank you very much for joining me.